Toasting the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You know, I left my phone in here. You left the phone on or off? No, you either get it or not.
Speaking of phones, we should turn them off.
You gonna put up the notice?
Yep, I am. I'm just selecting.
Or you gonna do that?
I'm selecting change. Okay. Notice of this meeting was given to the Asbury Park Press on January 1st, 2001. Notice is posted on the bulletin board, in the clerk's office, the meeting room, and on strnj.us on said date. This meeting is duly advertised. Mr. DeCross.
Here.
Mr. Hanchod.
Here.
Mr. Hammond.
Here.
Mr. Mayor.
Here.
Mr. Sykes. He's here. Okay. Mr. Whalen.
Here.
Mr. Marco.
Here.
Mr. Kearney. Mr. Tafaro.
Here.
Mr. Sykes.
Here. Everybody read the minutes? Anybody got no phone? Anybody have anything about the minutes that they think is incorrect? Mr. Henry, think everything good? Minutes?
Any question on that? I'll make a motion to accept them, no questions on that.
Ernie. Mr. Mayor. Dan.
Abstain.
Greg.
Yes.
Ernie.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
Marvin.
Yes.
Dave.
Yes.
Ron.
Yes.
Tony.
Abstain. There's a packet of stuff about your conflict. Do we need a conflict engineer? Actually, it's not in here. It ended up being 52 pages. It's online. Bottom line is you're saying that we can't have our regular engineer be representing us?
Right, the prospective applicant is also uses O'Donnell Stanton, so O'Donnell Stanton cannot be the engineer for them or for us. So we need another engineer.
For what?
So,
Run that again. Go ahead.
He says that it's Lester Glenn, right? Lester Glenn? Lester Glenn uses Stanton as their engineer, but the engineers are town engineers. So since there are towns, they can't represent us, and they can't represent Lester Glenn against us. So we have to use a different engineering firm. We say we have a different engineering firm that we use, the council uses?
council uses Mazer, so I asked the mayor if he thought that would be a good idea to use Mazer, and he said it could be. So I asked Mazer if he was interested. Mazer said he was. After weeks of asking him for paper to give you guys, I got it at 3:30 this afternoon, and I tried to get the contract from Borough, but Betty's absent, so who's Betty's?
What did you get?
Jennifer can't do anything about anything. She can't go in any any drawers or anything like that, so she couldn't get that stuff. So
What did you get at 3:30?
I got his
Who's his?
Mazur's prospectus, kind of, you know, what he did in the past and how he works for us, and on and on and on and on and on about Mazur.
What kind of money are we talking hourly on him versus O'Connor?
It's paid by the applicant, so it's not that much of a concern to us, actually.
I just asked how much, that's all.
He gets various rates. 130 is what he charges the borough. So it is more, but we're not actually paying it. So it might hurt a little less.
Mr. Mayor, you satisfied with the services to the borough?
Yes, absolutely. He's the one who's working at Market Plaza, where we're not for him, we would have not had that grant to complete phase 1, and he already applied for phase 2, which has already been allocated, and we're just waiting for the release of that money to complete phase 2.
Out of all that paperwork, I
As long
printed
as it's not a conflict, it's not a problem.
a schedule of fees, which is in his thing. Unfortunately, I only have one piece of it.
Just to rectify the record, the item that you said that you received about 2 o'clock today, he had already sent it by email to you and to me.
I didn't get it, and I still didn't get it when he said he had sent it to me. I went online, went to get that piece of paper.
Right.
I put that online also to show this is what he gave me first. It had no fee schedule in it. It had nothing. It didn't have that stuff in it. I called him back. He looked at it. He saw it. They had put the wrong piece of paper on their STP site.
Okay.
Can you get internet by any chance right there?
My internet is down.
Because it's online. I put all that stuff on the strnj.us site where you guys go and look. I put the wrong one there too, because I put it there first.
Okay.
Then the right one, really the only difference is this fee schedule. It's
Okay.
in it. And on the top of it, it says South Tom River on his main page, the lead page to this 40-page document. It says South Tom's River on the front, and that is inside it. And that's really the only difference between the two.
Okay.
So
So you did get some kind of document in advance.
it was the wrong document.
Right.
And this afternoon, when I went through reading this stuff, I'm going, I still don't see a fee schedule. That's what I was looking for. I
Okay.
called him up, back and forth. Eventually, he emailed it, and I put it up there also. So it's up there also. You get to read both. I guess the one that says April, Mazur, STR Mazur April is the new one. The old one that just says Mazur, I think 2011.
Okay.
That's the old one. It doesn't have any fee schedule.
Now, is there any policy that says we have to get a couple of bids for this? Is it, when we open up, we always have to open this up to the public to get bids to be our engineers?
It's a
planning board.
It's a conflict engineer. We don't really have time to go out to bid for this. It's just not feasible. They want to give the application theoretically now, and I don't really want to take the application until we have our ducks in a row. So they are theoretically ready to proceed. They haven't brought any application to me, they haven't brought any money. So that's when our 45 days start. But if we don't do something about it now,
Bill, did you
we'll have
talk to the
15.
lawyer?
Huh?
Did you talk to the lawyer, what Tony was saying?
I talked to our lawyer.
That's what I'm saying.
He said nothing about bids or anything like that.
Okay.
So
Question.
it's a one-time use of that
Whether
guy.
there was a time.
Did you ask the right question?
I asked the right question. We talked about
Why you're doing it. but
yes,
not whether-
why we were doing this. We talked about what we were doing. So you're probably going to see a bill, $30.
That's in his contract. You ask a question, he gets paid. I understand.
Yes.
You asked the right question, you got the right
But,
answer.
but was the question about,
I asked tons of questions. I don't
but
know.
what I think
Oh, about the
he's
bid
getting
piece?
at, he wanted to know if does this have to go up to bid? That would be the question.
That's the question, so
Yeah.
to find
Right.
out. Which
You know,
So maybe what we could